just a little bit of story time. I just had to do it because you said 1-9, and I always think it's iconic when I have a good story to tell about a horse in their 1-9 and these expectations that we have of great people's children. It reminded me of Joe Frazier's son when he got knocked out by Mike Tyson. Like Marvin's going to do a good job. Well, Marvin did a good job of coming and getting the paycheck. You know what I mean? But all right, let's jump into it. Damn, it's gonna be a lot of editing. So we have the BYU game, BYU TCU, BYU brand new member of the Big 12, and they're actually doing pretty good, Jeff. In my opinion, I think that that Kansas hiccup could have had them ranked in the top 15 if they would have won that game because that was a good game for them to use on the resume. Now TCU is the game that's really going to say that they belong because TCU is a now staple of the Big 12. And I truly do feel like when it comes down to this game right here, BYU is going to be all up in it. BYU is going to give TCU fits because TCU is a really basic team. And they're really living off the fact that they were in the Final Four last year. And really, we know that they put you in the Final Four because everybody said no Alabama. Okay? And when they looked at it, they really wanted Alabama there, but they had to do the right thing and put in two Big Ten teams so they could show the nation that this is why we don't put two Big Ten teams in the Final Four. And that's why we put two SEC teams in the Final Four because they can show the possibility of winning the game, actually. So we got BYU. I think that BYU should come into this game and they should be very disciplined. That's something that TCU has fits with is disciplined teams. And I just don't trust these guys. I haven't trusted them since they literally sat up there and let Deion and his crew beat them. Because I feel like TCU really let that just handed that game to Colorado in every single way. You know what I mean? And I just can't trust teams like that, Jeff. I'm going to take the +6 on BYU, but I'm just going to sneak leak it real quick. I'm going to put BYU in my dog day pick 4 on Saturday as well, too. How about that?
I was last night on Sports Map Radio, and we were talking to Paul Stone, and he really likes the under 53 in this game. He told us that TCU's quarterback is not going to be playing, and so they might be the second and third string quarterback there. So we expect a lower scoring game. But what jumps out at me here, Pops, is again BYU 4-1, TCU 3-3. Yet TCU is -6. I think BYU will play a good first half. I think again, this is not last year's TCU team. I think this will be a low-scoring affair. And I think actually when the dust settles late third, fourth quarter, I could see TCU finding a way to win and cover in this game by 7 or 10. If I had to put a guess on the score, I could see a 27-17, maybe even as high as a 30-20 game. But I think TCU finds a way to win this. But again, I do like the under 53, Pops.
Well, that sounds good to me, and I think that's the play right there too, Jeff, because BYU plays disciplined games. They don't play these get-out-of-control games that like USC does. You know what I mean? Where you go up 35 points and the defense is like, all right, we chilling now. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, but we'll have to see. But we'll move forward. Let's go ahead and jump into the Big Ten game of the week. And, the Big Ten game of the week, you look at it and you say, oh, man, this is just a normal Big Ten game of the week. But, hey, this is the best matchup of the week, even though there's 4 matchups out there that look like upsets. Let's keep it real. There does look like some upsets going on